Good evening. The Italian league is rich and classy. The Barclays League is big, tough and demanding. But which league is best? Tonight in Naples, some answers. The San Paolo Stadium that says everything about the status of Italian football. Not short of cash, not short of support. It's here that the Barclays League tests itself against the cosmopolitan lineup of the Italian league. A lineup that includes Matthäus, perhaps the most skillful player in the world. Also one of the world's sharpest goal scorers, Marco van Basten. And from the champions Napoli, the top Brazilian, Careca. Mind you, the Football League offers more than a famous old trophy. There's one of the best goalkeepers in the world, Neville Southall. From Sweden, a world-class performer in Anders Limpar. And a man who would grace any league in the world, John Barnes. So rugby union, boxing and soccer the lineup, and we're going to start with that match in Naples. Not the first time that the Football League and the Italian League have faced each other in a representative match. This was the Football League lineup from 1960, the first time they met. 7 English players, 2 from Northern Ireland, 1 Scot, 1 Welshman, Cliff Jones of Spurs there. And despite some illustrious names in that lineup, Springett, Armfield and Bobby Robson, they didn't get the right result.
Out to Taki. And Taki, the outside left. And it's a goal! Of Boniperti. Charles moving forward very, very quickly. There's the pass to Charles. Oh, a magnificent one. Now Henry must score. Charles has gone onto the right wing. And these Italian League forwards switching everywhere. And Altafini, and he gets goal number 3. McElroy and there's Robson there. It's Robson going to step over it. And it's Woosnam, a great save, but Law's going to score, yes. Quick free kick now. Haynes getting it in the middle, and McParland scores. Altafini in the middle. Altafini scores.
Victory for the Italian League in 1960, and the Football League have been beaten in 2 of the 3 meetings since then. Despite that record, tonight's match in Naples was potentially the toughest yet. Commentators in the San Paolo Stadium, Trevor Brooking and Tony Gubber.
Both England and Italy lay claim to having the strongest leagues in world football, and that traditional rivalry makes tonight's match considerably more than just a friendly exhibition. Both camps have talked about the pride and the prestige of winning, and both teams look strong. Tonight's cup fixtures back in England mean the Barclays League is represented virtually by a combined Liverpool-Arsenal 11. 9 of these players come from the 2 clubs currently at the top of Division 1. Manager Laurie McMahon has made one of the others, Derby County's Mark Wright, his captain, and says that he's going to play a flat back 4 with 3 men up front, John Barnes, Ian Rush and Anders Limpar. The breakdown of nationalities for the Football League is 6 Englishmen, 2 Welshmen, 1 Scot and 2 Swedes. The Italians haven't selected any of their own current international team and have turned instead to the overseas players who make their league the most cosmopolitan in the world. But there are 5 players here who were in this summer's World Cup. The Brazilians, Aldair and Careca, Germany's World Cup winning captain, Lothar Matthäus, Holland's Van Basten, and the Yugoslavian sweeper, Jozic, plus the Soviet star, Mykhaylychenko, who they badly missed when injury kept him out of this summer's competition. So the game underway, and the Barclays League playing in red shirts, attacking the goal to the left here in the San Paolo Stadium, where of course England played Cameroons in the World Cup quarter-final just 6 months ago. Two Arsenal players will be in midfield, Michael Thomas and Paul Davis. Interestingly, in the 4 previous encounters that took place between the Football League and the Italian League, no Arsenal player was previously involved. And the first foul, Limpar penalised. Free kick to the Italian League, quickly taken. This is Aldair. 7 is A.Bianchi, talented player from Inter. But there are 5 Italians in this starting 11 for Italy. Only one of them has been capped at full international level. That's the goalkeeper, G.Galli. Van Basten, this is Careca. Well, it was intended for Careca. Nicely cut out by Thomas. Now, Paul Davis. Now 29, the Arsenal player. Never capped at full international for England. And Nicol to his club mate, John Barnes. Thomas flicked on for Davis. Nobody's quite sure where it is. And finally it's A.Bianchi who tidies up and gives G.Galli his first touch. Now 32. Keeper here at Napoli. Jozic, the Yugoslav. It was well read, well cut out. McMahon just ran under his foot, and now Wright, who says he's really going to enjoy the responsibility of being captain here tonight. Very much like to set his sights on being captain of the full England international team. And that goes. That'll be a throw to the Football League. Hysen, Glenn Hysen of Liverpool. Interesting to see how he copes in the central defensive position with Wright against Van Basten and the Brazilian Careca. Wright, the back man. Nicol. Touch for Neville Southall. McMahon, who came deep. Limpar, who will operate down the right. Thomas. Davis, 3 Arsenal players were together in midfield. That's a good ball to pick out the run of Nicol, and it's pulled back for Thomas. Good chance here though, Limpar. G.Galli saved with his legs. First real attack and a flowing move involving, well, 3 Arsenal players, and the cross finally came in from Nicol, and Limpar so close to opening the scoring. Seemed to come off the head of John Barnes, and they haven't managed to clear it, the Italian League. Thomas. Thomas again, and there are 3 to look for. They've certainly worked the opening for a good cross here if they can get it, and surely that would have been better in the air. But Trevor Brooking, a really good opening there by the Barclays League, and so close to scoring.
Well, it was. It must have given a lot of confidence. The important thing, I think, probably the fact that Arsenal and Liverpool make up most of the league side, it should give them a better understanding, perhaps, of the Italian league.
And back to defend well. Now Limpar. The build-up's quite steady. It's Dixon. Dispossessed finally, and this is Pin. Jozic. Matthäus. It's easily read by McMahon. Now Limpar. He gets the ball, he seems to try and inject a little bit more pace. John Barnes has gone over to the right side. Limpar, his second chance. Well, the Swedish international Anders Limpar of Arsenal has had 2 chances in these opening few minutes to put the Football League up against the Italian League. That looked even better than the first. Surely Trevor should have scored.
Limpar then getting into the middle and really on his left foot as it came across him. He should have got it on target at least.
Lee Dixon. Russia's come out of the penalty area. Dixon with good space for a cross and took a deflection. G.Galli trying to get them away, and Van Basten is away. He's just got Careca in the middle. Oh, Hysen's missed it. Careca! Oh, and he's missed. What a let-off for the Football League. Van Basten got away down the right. He played the ball inside. He completely cut out Glenn Hysen, who was the only marker back there. And Careca, the Brazilian number 9, who plays here with Napoli, will not have an easier or a softer opening than that. Mykhaylychenko. Oh, well saved, Southall. Van Basten on the edge of the area, but got free of any marker. So we've had 2 good chances at either end. It could be 2 apiece. Instead, we haven't yet had a goal. But Neville Southall, perhaps a little bit fortunate, that was right into his chest.
Well, I must agree. I think either side of him in the corner, and that would have gone in. He hit it well, Van Basten, but it was straight at Neville Southall, fortunately for him, and he got his body right behind him. Good move, though, good build-up, and good cross from Mykhaylychenko.
Paul Davis. Nicol. Rush. Oh, just behind him. Just tried to drag it through with his studs. This is Jozic. Might get himself in trouble. Well, he didn't want to give it back to G.Galli, but in the end he had to. Benedetti. Aldair. A.Bianchi. And Matthäus didn't keep it out in play. Nicol. Oh, Hysen, it got away from him. Glenn Hysen. Careca. And Southall makes another important stop, but he couldn't save the second. Van Basten. And that's a lead that was gifted to the Italians by poor defence. A real sloppy defensive mix-up by the Football League. The first chance, well, Glenn Hysen was caught in a very unfortunate position. He couldn't cut it out. It went through to Careca. Southall made a good stop first of all, but the rebound went to Van Basten. And the Dutch international striker wasn't going to miss from there. Italy lead 1-0, and some hard questions to ask Trevor about how that came about.
Well, it was really a straightforward mistake by Glenn Hysen, really. Just took his eye off the ball, and they're following up Van Basten with the rebound. The Careca really perhaps would have been again disappointed that he didn't score, but they had possession. The Football League side just knocked it across the back. And it looks as if it's gone under Glenn Hysen's foot as he just tried to control it, and given possession to people like Careca and Van Basten in that situation is unfortunately asking for trouble.
Just over halfway through this first half, and Italy lead. A 0-0. And obstruction, free kick, Pin penalised. Just looking back at the previous meetings between the 2 leagues, Italy have won 3 of them. Barnes trying to weave the magic. Aldair took it away from him. It'll be interesting to see how the Football League recover from that blow, having more than matched the Italians in the opening 25 minutes. Wright might get himself in trouble, and he has. Oh, the other central defender's given it away now, and it's 2-0. Careca. and we wondered how Mark Wright and Glenn Hussein would cope in a flat back four against the striking pair of Van Basten and Careca, and now we know the Football League have gifted them 2 goals.
Well, Neville Southall looking at the sky there. Really, I suppose if there is one game here you see Careca having got the yard. He's missed 2 opportunities already, and I don't think he was going to miss a third one. Looked as if he perhaps hesitated too long, but he knew exactly what he was doing, picked the far post. But if anything, those 2 goals do illustrate at this level the importance of sweepers.
Paul Davis. Nicol made it his. Careca. And the whistle has gone. The French official ending a first half that has been one of great disappointment for the Football League, who might so easily have led themselves when Anders Limpar had 2 good chances right at the start. But in the end, it was mistakes at the back, first by Glenn Hussein, and then by Mark Wright, which let in Van Basten and Careca to put the Italian League 2 goals ahead, and there's a lot for the Football League to do in the second 45 minutes. The Italian League start the second half against a Football League side who've made 1 change at half-time. Dean Saunders of Derby County coming on, what looks like a straight replacement for Anders Limpar. Just casting an eye over the Italians, it looks as though they've made 4 or 5 substitutions during the half-time interval. It'll take us some time to sort out. Pin's still on. Challenge was by Michael Thomas. Free kick to the Italian League. Careca is still on, although it looks like Van Basten has stayed in the dressing room at half-time. Mykhaylychenko. And 13 is Minotti. A lot to do for the Football League in this second half. An opportunity maybe for the Welshman Dean Saunders to show what he can do in this sort of company. Capped 22 times so far by Wales, Dean Saunders, and the scorer of 8 Welsh goals, and asked by Laurie McMahon to rescue this match. Glenn Hussein. And the Football League still playing with the back 4. That's Bigon, the Italian manager. McMahon. Lee Dixon. Thomas. McMahon again. Thomas is rushed to look for Saunders. Oh, he did well, Saunders. Kept his balance under challenge from Garzja. This is McMahon. Thomas, made it back to Davis. Mike Wright's well forward. Nicol. Barnes. A bit more urgency about the Football League here. Oh, Paul Davis is a good opening here. Taffarel. Rush and Dean Saunders coming in on Taffarel. And the Brazilian goalkeeper smothered at the feet of the challenge. But it was a good break. Fine ball played through by John Barnes to pick out Paul Davis, who cut it right back along the 6-yard box. The 2 strikers went in looking for that. It was Rush who clashed with Taffarel. Paul Davis. And again. Barnes. Looking for Thomas. Shot finally came from Rush, but again there was just a glimpse of an opening.
I think they were caught between two minds there. Good through ball game by Barnes, and Michael Thomas is just, as he took it in his stride, it just ran away from him a bit. He was following after it. Ian Rush coming in from out wide, and perhaps if he'd have pulled up and left Ian Rush with a clear shot, it would have been a better effort, but they got in each other's way, really. Ian Rush probably the first glimpse he's had on goal. Benedetti of Torino has marked him very well this evening, probably reminded him of that season he had in Italy.
Barnes. Again, that lovely balance and touch. Nicol's made a break down the left. Looking for Saunders. Well, he has brought that extra bit of bounce and that extra bit of penetration. Oh, that's a poor ball again by Mark Wright. Oh, and Dixon dispossessed. We're in trouble. Fortunately, Mark Wright had got back, but that started with poor defending again from the Football League captain to put us under pressure. And Lee Dixon almost contributed as well. Michael Thomas of Arsenal. And Lee Dixon. Saunders again trying to make himself a target. And covered finally by Garzja. Simeone, the Argentine, plays with Pisa, gets it back from Careca. And Mykhaylychenko now popping up on this left side. Canio lays it back. That breaks. Oh, Simeone! 3-0. Again, the Football League were caught. There were two opportunities there. The first one to Branco, and that strong tackle by Mark Wright looked as if it might possibly have been a penalty. And that's the tackle by Mark Wright on Branco, which may well have been a penalty, but hit first time wide of Southall's dive. Hysen, Glenn Hysen. Davis. And the whistle's gone. Football League have a free kick. It's been taken by Steve Nicol. Can the Football League make an early reply? 4-2 was the score in the very first fixture. Mark Wright forward, trying to make space in the penalty area. Rushes there. Taffarel missed it. Saunders got a header. Oh! It could have gone anywhere, and it fell very kindly for the Brazilian Taffarel. Branco. McMahon battles and is adjudged to a foul pin. Well, here's the incident again. Taffarel missed it completely. It was a good instinctive header by Dean Saunders. And with Football League players queuing up, including Glenn Hysen, Taffarel was finally able to pick it up. Dixon. Like a little push on John Barnes. Back heel to Nicol. In first time, Saunders. Thomas was blocked by Branco and finally put it over. And did it take a deflection? As the linesman has signalled a corner. Again, half a chance. And Nicol and Barnes will take it short. Oh, hit the post! Dean Saunders. Well, you do get the feeling, Trevor, that it isn't the Football League's night, and no matter what they do, they're not going to get a score here. Poor Dean Saunders. Taffarel was hopelessly stranded when that cross came over from John Barnes, and it hit the woodwork. Barnes with the corner. Well hit by Stevie Nicol. Right foot, but always too high.
And Stevie Nicol, Steve McMahon have worked hard. But I mean, the Italian league, you know, winners 3-0. They've got some illustrious names in the side. Basten, of course, and Matthäus going off in the first half. But the player who really has caught my eye throughout the game is Benedetti, the centre-back, the blonde-haired lad from Torino, who really has marked Ian Rush superbly. He hasn't put a foot wrong, and really, if there is a fringe player who looks destined at some stage to make it into the full side, I think Benedetti will be the man.
Saunders, neat turn. Good left foot cross. Again, it was cut out by that man, Benedetti. McMahon, faced by Pin. Pin. Careca now gone out wide on the right. Careca. Oh, got in the shot. Into the side netting.
Careca, again, must have been disappointed. Brazil going out to Argentina as they did in that World Cup, a match that they dominated so much. Just hit in the side netting there. He, of course, knows this stadium so well, being a Napoli player, and sure pleased to get on the score sheet in the first half. Missed Van Basten in the second period with really not a recognised striking partner up alongside him, and so he's had to watch a lot of midfield interchange of passing rather than getting many clear-cut openings.
Mykhaylychenko, not seen too much of him in this second half. Garzja. Minotti. Nicol with the throw. And Barnes. Falls for John Barnes. He was held. Branco the offender, the kick taken. Nicol. Dixon. Oh, they've lost possession again, and the Italian league are at them quickly. Canio. Oh, a fine ball to Branco. He's pulled it back for Mykhaylychenko, who side-footed it and didn't get the full connection. Branco, who'd got down the left. And that's a throw to the Football League.
Again, that previous opening coming from the Football League losing possession when, in fact, they were trying to knock it around Lee Dixon. It was on that occasion, and they broke so well again. Branco eventually setting up the cross, which Mykhaylychenko couldn't quite finish.
Here he is, Mykhaylychenko. Just a few seconds left on the clock. Careca taken away from him by Curle, and then Bowen. And now Davis. And the referee looking at his watch around the centre circle as we move into time added on. And there's very little of that, much, I'm sure, to the delighted the Football League, who have been fairly comprehensively defeated here by the Italian League by a scoreline of 3-0. And perhaps the worst feature of the game will be the fact that the Football League will look back and reflect on the first 2 Italian goals coming from their own defensive mistakes. So the fixture between the Italian League and the Football League is now resumed after a gap of 27 years. Will be played again next season, we're told, probably at Anfield. And the Italians chalking up their 4th victory, 3-0.
A reminder, we've got some FA Cup action coming up very shortly, but Ray Wilkins has been watching that comprehensive performance by the Italian League with us, enjoying bits of it, but what's the value of a game like that?
Well, I think you saw the response from the Italian people. There was 10,000 people in the stadium, and they didn't really turn out in droves to see the match. After all, it is only a friendly match, and things that are going on at the moment are slightly more important than that. Plus, their own domestic seasons. Do Liverpool and Arsenal want 5 players from each side actually taking part in a friendly game at this stage of the season?
Important for the players, though, with the limited amount of European action that they're getting.
Yes, it's very nice. It's nice for them to play, but it's so important for the clubs to have them come back in safe condition so that they can participate in the league season on Saturday.
3-0 defeat, and it has to be said, a very, very strong-looking Barclays League lineup.
I thought it was a very good team, and I think for the first 20 minutes of both halves, they were by far the better side, and with a bit of luck, we could have gone a couple of goals in front, and as Limpar had a few chances. But we made a couple of bad errors in defence, and it gave them a couple of goals. And once you give an Italian league side a couple of goals, they're irretrievable, really.
Yeah, unfortunately, those errors came from Hysen and also from Wright. Here's the incident that led to the first goal.
Yes, that's right. Steve Nicol passes the ball to Glenn Hysen, who would play that ball every Saturday. Unfortunately, it goes under his foot, and when you're playing against guys with the likes of Careca, who has the first shot, and Van Basten finishing, it's very difficult to make mistakes like that and get away with it.
Southall did well, but he was a bit exposed.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, he got across the goal very well to block the first shot. And again, the second goal, Hysen plays it into Thomas, gets the ball back, and it finally ends up with Wright, who didn't really make his mind up too quick. And with a fella as sharp as Careca there. As you can see, Wright's no slouch, but Careca gets away from him, hits the target, and we're 2-0 down, and it's from that position very, very difficult to get those goals back.
Slight miss-hit there, which left Neville a bit rooted to the spot, but
yes,
the third goal, a good one.
Yes, the third goal was a super strike. It was a great ball from Mykhaylychenko before this little run here. He darts across the box, plays a little ball inside to Canio, I believe, and Wright makes a valiant attempt to stop it, but it runs to Simeone with a terrific drive, and it goes straight through the legs of Steve Nicol, and we lose the game 3-0.
Interesting fixture. What would be the future of a fixture like this, do you think?
I would like to see it come to England. I'd like to see perhaps a game at Anfield. I think the response would be really tremendous if we could get the likes of Van Basten and Hulett and people like that. I think would really generate a great interest.
Well, Laurie McMenemy, who was in charge of the side tonight, has expressed his enthusiasm for the game. Ray, for the moment, thanks very much. Let's switch to the FA Cup now, and third round replays continuing, and although the matches at Nottingham Forest and Swindon